go. UFC 250, the wild card, which we didn't even know was on the card. Mr. Derek Lewis gets the invite from Donald Trump to fight
This was
the guy.
this was a late addition. This was a late addition that because like you said, Donald Trump wanted Derek Lewis, and then Hokett went out there and put on a class on Curtis Blades and just took him. Just he outsmarted him. He freaking punched him. He because I think Curtis Blades is actually a better wrestler. I'm all on Hokett about being a good wrestler, and I think he does have good wrestling. But I think Curtis Blades is better. So what did he do? He uses his intellect. He does the DS. Fuck you. You know what I mean? To get in this guy's head. He's talking mad shit to him to get in his head, so he won't wrestle. That he'll strike, and that's where he won the fight. He just beat the shit out of him. Now, will he do this with Derek Lewis? Absolutely not. He is not going to strike with Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is going down in 14 seconds. Mark my words, 14 seconds. He's going to be on that ground, and there's going to be hellacious ground and pound. I'm telling you, just nonstop, and he's going to beat the shit out of Derek. I'm going to go for all 3 rounds, and then he'll finally finish him. Oh, I already gave you my prediction. He's going to finish him with ground and pound. He's going to be tapping out the strikes, or the ref is going to break it up the strikes because that's what's going to happen. It's not going to be exciting, I don't think, because Derek Lewis is going to be on his back. He's going to be on his belly, turning around, and just Hokett's going to be all over him. That's the game plan. It's going to be to wrestle. He's not going to stand up and fight like he did. Now, my partner here, not a big fan of Hokett.
Not at all.
He wants to see Derek Lewis win big time. So go ahead, my friend. You tell me how this goes.
So, I feel like, and I have my fingers crossed, Derek Lewis knows his path to losing this fight is the wrestling. So, he's going to clip him with an uppercut. Bam!
As he's coming in.
As he's coming in, he's just going to clip him with an uppercut. Push him backwards, 2 more hits, and then do the traditional doom in round 2.
You know that anything's possible because Derek Lewis has that kind of power.
Yeah, but really,
he has that kind of power.
Realistically, I didn't like Josh Hokett, but then that interview you sent me, and then he started talking like a normal person, and he was like, "Well, of course not. Of course, I'm not gonna, what's it called? Of course, I'm not gonna.
We're not gonna
do the same game plan that I used against Curtis Blades. I am, going to completely different style of fighting. It's Derek Lewis. So, yeah, I think he'll tire Derek Lewis out, and that'll be his path to victory.
Mm-hmm.
I just want someone to just give him one good crack, like, ah.
It's very possible. And here's the thing about Derek Lewis. I think we talked about Volkov earlier. Volkov was beating his ass, even striking. Volkov was beating his ass all 3 rounds. And at the very last, I want to say the last 10 seconds of the fight, Derek Lewis hit him with 1 punch, knocked him out, and won the fight. So that's how dangerous Derek Lewis is. He just has to hit you once, and then the fight's over. Hokett cannot make any mistakes. He makes one mistake, the fight could be over real quick.
Yeah, I guess what scares me is Derek's last fight against, I think, Acosta.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Derek had his number, and I don't know. Acosta just played it super smart, got him tired, kept him at a distance, then took him to the ground. I mean,
yep. Derek's not a young man anymore. He's getting up there in age. And that's like I'm telling you, if he gets him on that ground in 14 seconds, I think the fight's going to be over. I think he's just going to get tired. And Derek even said that. He said that's his game plan, is to hit me in the body, tire me out, and I think that's what he's going to end up doing, just taking him down and just ground and pound.
Right. I read that Josh wrestled Bo Nichols. But I also read that Josh was smaller. He wrestled at a lower weight class. Yeah. So he's more of a light heavyweight. than a heavyweight, really.
That's why I've always told you. I think that he should go down to light heavyweight. I don't think he should stay at heavyweight, even though I say he can beat that. In the last segment, that he's my dark horse to become the heavyweight champion. I think the better class for him is at 205 because there's not really any elite wrestlers there in that division. I think he could. I think that's a division he could rule. Whereas if he gets up to heavyweight, he may end up fighting Gable Stevenson, and there's no way I'm taking Hokitt versus Gable Stevenson.
No,
There's no way.
no.
There's no way. I can't. I like Hokitt, but I can't take him against Gable. Maybe if he's able to keep it standing up, but I don't think Gable Stevenson's an idiot. He would take him down.
What's scary is Gable is a young man. He's like 25 years old. He's what Brock should have did back then, straight out of college, come to the UFC, like, or get into the MMA world young. He got into it, what, late 30s, mid 30s?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. He went to WWE first before he came even to the UFC, and actually he tried football. He was trying out for the Minnesota Vikings, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Gable kind of did the same thing,
Gable did the
except where
same
he
thing.
went tried
Gable did
out
the same thing.
for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, he did. He tried out for the Buffalo Bills, and yeah, he's kind of followed his pattern. But he's like you said, he's come much earlier to the UFC. I think he could be a dominant champ. I think he could probably be the best heavyweight champion in history if he continues to stay at UFC, and I think he could get paid more than anybody.
Oh,
So
absolutely. He moves like a cat, man. It's a
yeah,
250-pound man
dude,
just clears the room. Like,
as long as long as he doesn't fall in love with his fists. A lot of wrestlers they fall in love with punching and striking,
yeah,
and just leave the wrestling behind. Like I don't know, most of the guys on this card, like Michael Chandler, uh, like Justin Gaethje, leaving the wrestling, and then
yeah,
even what's his face, Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel hasn't really, if you think about it, in his UFC career, he really hasn't used his wrestling. He's been mostly striking in most of his matches. We'll get on to him next. I think he's coming up here shortly. But yeah, I just hope Gable doesn't fall in love with striking and he just uses his wrestling. It mixes it up. I mean, you got to strike, of course, but don't just fall in love with your striking and abandon your wrestling. It's just
no,
the
of course, of
dumbest
course.
thing.
Throw your 1-2s, go for the single leg. Fight kind of like Daniel Cormier. You got your stand up, but any minute I can just grab that single leg takedown, take you to the ground. Now you're in my world,
Yes,
you know. But I
right,
do agree,
right.
Josh Hokitt at light heavyweight. Everyone thought Ankalaev was this great wrestler. He's not a wrestler. He's like a
He
sambo
really
fighter.
isn't. It's the beard. It's the beard. Everybody sees the beard and they think, oh, that guy's a great wrestler.
Oh, he's the one. He's the one that was in Dagestan and they didn't forget.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird for him
Yeah,
to be, from that area and not be a Khabib clone, like a lot of them are.
right, right. So you mentioned Michael Chandler. Is this it? Could this be his farewell tour?
I'd like to, like the theme of what I've been saying, I'd like to see him use his wrestling. Because this guy that he's fighting is a highlight machine when it comes to striking. A lot of people are comparing him to Conor McGregor. I'm not. A lot of people are. Is it Hoofy? Rufy? How you
Mhm.
pronounce it? It's a
Yeah,
Brazilian name. I
Brazilian.
think it's.
Mhm.
Is it Hoofy? Yeah. So hopefully he uses his because that's the thing is he's a strike. He likes to strike because you get the bigger checks when you strike. So Chandler, I think that he's got to use his wrestling if he wants to have a continue on his UFC career. He's got to use his wrestling. He's got to take this guy down. In fact, I think he only has one loss in the UFC, and it was to a wrestler.
Yeah,
Was it? I can't remember who it was, but it was due to wrestling. I remember that, and
let you know right now.
he was
Um,
yeah, it was when he was with the Fighting Nerds, and all the Fighting Nerds were losing because they had that unbelievable streak. And then like they all lost at the same time. Um,
he lost to Benoit Saint
yeah,
Denis.
that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. And,
Hmm.
and he used his wrestling in that fight.
Yep, he
So
lost by submission.
I Chandler, that's your path to victory. If you stand with this guy, you're just going to be highlighted, knocked out, and then the UFC maybe give you one more fight.
Right.
As to what he'll do, who knows? I don't even think Michael Chandler knows what he's going to do. He may have a game plan of going in and wrestling, but just like Justin Gaethje, he's kind of stupid. He
Yeah.
once he gets hit, he'll just want to throw. He'll want to throw, or even if he has a little bit of success with his hands, he'll forget. He'll just abandon wrestling and just continue striking. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts are, I feel like Mike is like he's one of those fighters we signed too late. We caught him a little bit too late into his career. Like Bellator, he was a dog. Like he has some great fights over there. But by the time we brought him
But
over, he was kind of,
he was this he was the same guy there though. He was a highlight machine when it came to striking. But go ahead.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But he came over here and he just fought all the guys that were ranked. you know, he he really had it really rough at the beginning. And I agree, he needs to use wrestling. He's fighting these guys and just wants to throw hands, and it's exciting for us fans to watch.
It is.
But you're losing, and it is a
Yeah.
business. So many losses, you start kind of losing um, your stock. You you might get one
Hmm.
more fight, and that's it. Now, I do hope he wins this one, and if he decides to retire, UFC 250, White House, great way to go. Great send off.
I don't. Well, if he wins or if he, I don't know. I could totally see him calling out Connor if he does end up winning. You know what I mean? I don't think he's done. I don't think he'll be done. I think he eventually will fight Connor, but I don't think it's going to be in the UFC. I think it'll be in the BKFC, the bare knuckle fighting. I think the part of Connor's promotion. That's probably something for another video in the future.
For
But
sure.
I think he eventually will fight Connor, but I think it'll be in BKFC.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. See, I don't know how UFC
Yeah.
contracts work. Like, do they once they run out, you're free to go, or if you retire, you're on the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from what I've looked up, if you retire, according to AI, if you retire for 4 years and you don't, get back into the testing pool, your contract will end after 4 years of retirement. Um, as far as who are you talking about, Chandler or Connor?
Well, both. So if in 4 years, these are going to be 40-year-old men, 40-plus-year-old men.
Well, that's for for Connor, he still only has the two fights left on his contract, and one's coming up this year, and he could do the second. The only thing he agreed to with the UFC is on financial terms for those two fights.
Okay.
So he's not. He's he's gonna be. He's probably only got two more fights in him left, Connor, and then he'll probably be out because he wants to fight for his promotion, but he can't because he's under UFC contract.
Right, right.
So after those two fights are over, so if Chandler does lose, he could get cut. I don't think you have to worry about that. If he gets cut, then he can do whatever he wants.
Hmm. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it should be
Yeah.
interesting. So, Mike, if you're listening to this, use your wrestling, please.
Right, right. I'm really hoping I see that, but we'll see.
Well, speaking of another wrestler, Bo Nickel, um, his last fight ended in a phenomenal knockout, perfect kick. But he's a champion wrestler, right? NCAA champion wrestler.
Yeah, I think like three times. Three times. He's very
Golly.
highly regarded. Like he could have went to the Olympics and wrestled, but he chose UFC because obviously you get paid. Although I guess they are paying athletes in the Olympics now. But he really loved the UFC and he said no, he didn't want to do the Olympics. But he doesn't use his wrestling like we've already talked about and established as another guy that likes to stand and bang. He fights Kyle Dawkins. This is going to be a wake up call for him because Kyle Dawkins can strike. If he tries to strike with Kyle Dawkins, it's very possible he could get knocked out. So we may see Bo Nickel wrestle this fight because I don't like his stand up. I don't like Bo Nickel stand up. And I think if he does, Kyle Dawkins could knock him out.
Okay. With that one, so who you think will win that one?
This is actually one that's it's hard to pick, um, because I don't know if if Bo uses his wrestling, I think he wins easily. If he stands and bangs, I think he gets knocked out.
Okay, that makes
So
sense. So it's a
it all
50-50.
depends. It all depends. It all depends on what Bo does.
Right,
I hope Bo uses his wrestling and just takes him down and submits him. But I don't know. He's never showed really he has never showed his wrestling pedigree in the UFC. So
that's true.
we'll see.
Another
What do you think?
non-wrestler is I think sorry I think I'm I agree with you. Bo needs to wrestle. His path to victory is probably a decision, but he has to control the cage. He has to control the octagon. Don't get caught up against the fence trying to swing with Kyle. It's gonna be a bad night for you. Um,
Yeah,
it all depends on his game plan. Honestly, going into this one, can go either way.
yeah. It kind of could. I mean, although I'm sure Bo is probably a heavy favorite in this one, but if he stands with this guy, I'm telling you, I'm not saying that he's gonna knock him out. I'm just saying there's the possibility that he could get knocked out.
Right.
That's all I'm
Another
saying.
another guy that doesn't wrestle, Sugar Sean.
Well, but at least Sean is not a wrestler. He didn't go, and he was never a wrestler. He's always been a striker. But the guy that he is fighting against is not a wrestler at all either. I think they had an interview I just watched the other day, and they asked him, what is your game plan? Are you going to wrestle, Sean? He said he's only shot one time in his UFC career, taken one shot at wrestling. Just one wrestling shot attempt.
One.
So this is
Wow.
going to be, yes, this is what he told the interviewer. So was it Zabab? Was it Zabib?
Hmm.
What is his name?
Um,
Um,
sorry, don't
so we
want
get
to
his name
butcher
right.
your name, sir. Your name is
Yeah,
Sahabi.
Sahabi. Okay, yeah. He's Ariel Hawani lookalike. Everybody's gonna be like, why is Ariel Hawani fighting Sugar Sean right now?
That's what I
No,
thought when I
it's
saw
not.
him. He's like the
So
muscular
this
little
guy,
brother.
yeah, he's actually the head coach GSP's brother, and he has a pretty good record. And he's not a wrestler, obviously, as we talked about. Um, so this could be a striking affair, which would fit in perfect with Sugar Sean. This is not the fight. I think a lot of people, when they saw this card, when they saw him fighting Sugar Sean, they were very disappointed. This is not the fight anybody really wanted to see because this is almost like a setup fight. The UFC is setting him up, Sugar Sean, to win so he can get another shot at the belt. Everybody was wanting him to fight Corey Sandhagen.
Yep.
That would have made this card so much more exciting. I mean, he's another striker, but he's a better striker. So uh, most likely Sugar is going to win this. It could go to a decision, or he could knock him out if it stays standing. But who knows? Maybe they do wrestle and Sean goes down. Who knows?
Right. No,
Anything could happen.
I
But
agree with you.
I expect this to be a stand-up fight.
I definitely agree with you because I was looking up Zahibi's last wins were against
Hmm.
Marlon Vera and Jose
Hmm.
Aldo, but they were
He's a
both
decision fighter
decisions.
too. Yeah, he's a decision guy. He wins most of his fights decision. Not many knockouts there.
Right.
Sean knocks people out. He does catch him, and he does have that pop in him. So it's very possible if Sean wins it, he could knock him out. But most likely it'll probably go to a decision in Sean's favor, I think.
Yeah, for sure. This is crazy. Sean, Sean was on top of the world maybe 2 years ago, and how quick
He's
it
a
just, you know,
well,
different.
yeah, he's a fan. He's a fan favorite. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorites, but he's a fan favorite. And when you get to be a fan favorite, you kind of get easier fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To get
right,
to the
right.
belt. And then when you win the belt, sometimes they give you easier fights. It, so,
Right, keep the
you know,
popularity going.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll see.
So this event is outside. What what's the weather like in DC?
The last I checked, I think it was like 60% chance of rain during the fight.
Oh no.
Um, yeah, but have you seen a video of the claw?
No, I'm actually going to look it up now.
It's yeah, they actually filmed it right under. It's really huge. So it's definitely going to cover the cage and then like the seats because they have seating around the cage, obviously. It's really huge. So unless it's like the wind's blowing like really crazy
Okay. Oh yeah,
and they
it's a
it
canopy.
yeah, it's massive. It's you when you look at it from a distance, it looks kind of small, but when you look at it when you know when someone actually filmed it, it's a huge canopy. It covers way bigger than the octagon itself. So I don't expect that the fighters are going to get wet. Maybe walking out to the fight, maybe from the White House, because supposedly they're walking from the White House. From supposedly, I think they said what is it? What's it called? The office, the Oval Office.
No.
Supposedly they're walking from the Oval Office straight into the cage. So
Wow.
maybe you'll get wet there. I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, I don't think it's going to be as big of a factor than what I initially thought, just because how huge it is. Unless the wind's blowing really hard, and I think it's the rain's supposed to be it's supposed to lighten up. It's still going to be raining supposedly, but it's going to lighten up. It won't be as hard hitting rain.
Okay.
So we'll see. The
All right.
only thing that could stop it is the lightning, possibly. Dana said if that's the only thing that's going to stop us from fighting is the lightning. And if that happens, they could postpone it like an hour, the fight or two, until the lightning's out of the area, or they could even move all the fights to the next day, which would be Monday.
Oh.
UFC Monday.
Oh wow. That kind of alters the event a little bit if it
If it
gets
doesn't
pushed,
get
if it gets
canceled,
pushed
because I
to Monday.
also heard there was a lawsuit out there that could possibly stop the whole event.
Oh,
I haven't heard an update on that. Whether it's if the lawsuit, I think they were having arguments on it yesterday, but I haven't heard whether that they're going to be able to stop it or not. Hopefully not. That would totally suck if they stop it.
yeah, like
I'd be so pissed.
let these guys fight. You don't stop the Super Bowl. Let the people
No,
enjoy their
that's what
sport.
that, that's what Dana's predicting though is they're going to have Super Bowl level numbers for this fight
You think so? The
for this card.
stadium looks kind of little.
Not for the people. I'm talking about viewers. They're
Oh,
expecting
viewership.
Super
Oh,
Bowl numbers
absolutely.
for viewer. They're saying no. The seating is only like 4,000, 5,000 seats. Yeah, it's not
Okay,
that big.
got you.
Yeah, but they're expecting that kind of number, which I'm not sure they have that many Paramount Plus subscribers because I don't think it's on CBS. I think it's just on Paramount Plus. So I don't know
Right,
how you're going to get those kind of numbers if you're on just Paramount Plus. So
right. That's based on subscribers.
yeah. Well,
But
the ones that are watching illegally,
right, right. I'm excited for this one. We've been waiting a good good while for this. Glad we were able to get on here, talk about all these fighters. Should be a really good card. Couple decisions. It's gonna be a couple
it's
decisions, but I think the guys are definitely put on the show. Um, especially with this event.
it's the one we hyped on the very first podcast, the very first show that we ever did. This is the one we were speculating on. This is the one that got us really excited, and I can't wait for it. It's only a couple of days away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna go down the list real quick, give our final predictions, and I'm gonna let you go. I know you're a busy man.
Sometimes. I always make time for you, though.
Yes,
I
sir.
always make time for you, brother.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. You see my gear? You see my gear? I came prepared.
I see you. You are ready.
I am ready. So, all right, we're gonna start with Mr. Diego Lopez, Steve Garcia.
So we didn't even talk about this fight. I'm gonna go Lopez. Yeah, Garcia's on the come up, but I think Lopez is just the next level. He's not next level where he's going to be champion, but he's just a level above. So
Yeah,
I'll go Lopez.
I agree with that one. I think Diego wins probably by submission. I'll give him a submission win. Um,
I'll
next
go
up,
decision.
decision. Okay. Next up, we got Bo Nickel, Kyle Dawkins.
Again, this is one of the tougher fights for me to call, but I'm going to go Bo Nickel by decision.
Same here. I think, like you said, we'll see Bo use his wrestling, and that'll bring him the victory. Then we have Mr. Mauricio Rufy versus Michael Chandler.
Oh, God, it's a tough one for me to pick. I'm gonna go Chandler. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm gonna go with Chandler. He's gonna win. I don't know how. I don't know if he's gonna use his wrestling. I hope he was. Will. I'm going Chandler on this one. I don't
Decision?
know how.
Oh, you don't know
I
how?
don't
Okay.
know. I don't know if he's. I don't know how he's gonna win, but he's gonna win. I need the American to win.
I want Mike to win, but I'm gonna go Rufy TKO round two.
Very possible. Very
TKO
possible.
round two. My nemesis, Mr. Josh Hokett, Derek Lewis.
Not a pretty fight. He's gonna ground and pound him. Third round, he's gonna finish him, and Derek is gonna tap the T. He's gonna tap the strikes.
No.
That's my call. Mr. Hogan's gonna make Derek lose tap the strikes,
Oh no, please
or
no.
the ref will stop the fight. More likely, the ref would stop the fight from ground and pound third round.
TKO.
Yes.
I I'm gonna pick Josh Hokett. Same
What?
TKO.
Whoa!
T-
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
yeah.
Whoa!
I'm gonna say TKO round two. I think he'll just get Derek really tired, and he'll have that same game plan. Just wrestle him, put him up against the cage, just trying to get in Derek Lewis's head, and that'll be the outcome. Yeah, I see it. I see it happening. All right. The sorry, almost forgot. Mr. Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Amon Sahabi.
I think this is either a knockout or decision for Sugar.
Same. I agree. I think this will put Sean back in kind of like the race to get back up there, but
Oh yeah, yeah. He'll definitely if he wins this, he'll definitely be. If he wins it by KO, he'll definitely be in for their belt.
for sure, for sure. His goal is knockout. It can't be a decision.
Hmm.
Decision, he'll just get another fighter.
Yeah,
Now the co-main event: Alex Poatan Pereira, Cyril Gahn.
I got this one going to a decision. I think this could go either way. This could be a split decision win, just like his first fight in the 205 with Jan Blachowicz went to a decision. And it may be one of those fights where both fighters could say, "Hey, I won," and nobody knows for sure. But I think Pereira wins a split decision.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think there's gonna be some takedowns that we probably didn't expect, but I'm gonna go with Pereira. Split decision. Three-time champ.
Yeah, and I think it'll be the most exciting fight of the night by far.
For sure. And to end the night, UFC Freedom 250. El Matador Ilya Taporia takes on the highlight, Justin Gaethje.
The heart says Justin, but the brain says Ilya. Ugh.
Oh,
Third round KO, flatline. Justin's out.
I'm going with you. Third round, Justin Gaethje, head kick, knockout,
Yes,
TKO.
yes. I'm with you, brother. That's the fight I want. That's the result I want. I need
Could
the
you,
American to win.
could you imagine that knockout, fireworks
It
in the background? Oh my God.
it it would probably be the biggest knockout in UFC history. It would be. I mean, as far as excitement goes, I think
He,
most
he could
people would be
retire
flipping
afterwards.
out.
He doesn't have to fight no more.
He should. He should. But he's gonna go on. He's gonna keep fighting. Win or lose, Justin's still fighting.
Yeah. Well, guys, you heard it here first. Orlando Premier's MMA Talk. I'm your host, Big Al. My co-host, AA Ron. It's gonna be a good one. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a pleasure doing business with you, Big Al. We have to do more of these.
Yes, sir, for sure, for sure. Especially come Monday when those heartbreaking results.
Or they'll be great, one way or
Yes,
the
sir.
other.
Sure. All right, brother. Take care. Talk to you soon.
All right, later, bro.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.